Hashem. Rachel was a seemingly regular, ultra-Orthodox woman, 5 children, and the day after Shlomo Carlebach passed away, she's strolling with her friend and she breaks down crying. "What's wrong? Didn't you hear? Shlomo Carlebach passed away." And her friend asked, "Rachel, I didn't realize you had a connection." So, "A connection? He's the reason I'm here today. He's the reason I'm religious." "What's the story?" So Rachel told an amazing story. A regular 60s child, assimilated, Jewish, but not practicing religion, tried every ism, looking for spirituality, until she found a certain form of yoga, dressed all in white all day, doing yoga day in, day out in an ashram, relatively happy. And one day, she's in the library and she hears next door music, beautiful music. So she has to check it out. And of course, who's there? This hippie rabbi, Shlomo Carlebach, singing beautiful songs, telling beautiful stories, teaching beautiful ideas. And she was mesmerized, stayed up the whole night learning Torah, out of this world. She wakes up the next morning and she goes back to doing yoga, doing what she's been doing. Years pass, and at some point, she starts feeling a gnawing emptiness, like something inside her soul is not being fulfilled. And she tries everything. Eventually, she moves to the ashram in Amsterdam, but still, she can't seem to find that peace, that tranquility that she once had. And one day, the whole group is going on a trip, and her gut just tells her, "No, I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just staying here." Meanwhile, about a week prior, she had started meditating, and she's still in this sad state, and she realized, who's the only person who moved me? That Shlomo Carlebach guy. And she remembered that he had a synagogue. She calls up the synagogue, but he's away. He's in Moshav Modi'in. They call up the Moshav, but they also don't know where Shlomo is. He went away for a little bit. And that's the week prior. She gets a call, comes to the ashram, and it's a man's voice. And it's someone, a Jewish man, looking for an herbal remedy to help his wife who needed help with her pregnancy. He says, "Sure, come by, no problem, we'll be happy to help you out." She opens up the door, and lo and behold, it's Shlomo Carlebach himself. She says, "Shlomo Carlebach, I've been looking for you. What are you doing here?" And so she pours her heart out. She tells her everything that's bothering her. Shlomo just shuckles and davens, listens attentively, and at the end of it all, he says simply, "Go to Israel. Everything will be okay." And so she does. She packs up her bags. She goes to Israel. She joins a Baal Tshuva teachings, classes, Hashem, and eventually she becomes religious, has 5 children. Now 5 years passed, actually, after this incident, and she started feeling bad. She never was Makir Tov. She was never grateful to Rav Shlomo. She goes to a concert. She visits Rav Shlomo, and she tells Rav Shlomo the whole story. Shlomo is amazed. "Wow, unbelievable. But watch this. You know why I was in Amsterdam that day? You see, I'd come to do a concert. But there was a machlokes between the rabbi and the president, and that ended up not sure why I had bothered to fly out all the way to Amsterdam. My concert was canceled. Why was Hashem sending me here? Until that day, I saw your Jewish neshama, and it became clear why HaKadosh Baruch Hu sent me to this spot to meet you." It's an amazing story. And the lesson that I'm walking away with is wherever you end up in life, often it doesn't make sense. Why am I here? We have to remind ourselves that we're sent here by HaKadosh Baruch Hu to do some sort of tikkun. Just yesterday, I was walking up from the Kosel, and there was a huge line. I was just stuck next to this other guy, and I remember this story, and I said, I'll make a chavrusa with the guy next to me. So we made a little chavrusa to learn for 5 minutes while we were waiting online. Who knows if that was why Hashem sent us there, to make a little Kiddush Hashem. But we have to remind ourselves, dafka during those challenging times, specifically during those challenged times, God sent us here for a specific reason. And let's try our best to fulfill our mission on our journey. God bless. This story was from Yitta Halberstam's Holy Brother, the last chapter in her wonderful book. And I bless you with a wonderful day full of miracles.